My stupid phone's not working properly. Took me an hour to get this trip started. Jesus. So damn sad. Alright. Gotta pick up 400 pounds of something. Is this car unlocked? I can't even tell. I'm thinking floor tile. What do you think? Okay, let's see what we got. Hello, everybody. We got mulch to deliver. Who's putting mulch in December? Right? Oh, come on. 400 pounds of mulch. Okay, we have enough there. Can't put any there. I'll do one more here. All right, now this day begins. Hey, Tigers. All right. I've had phone problems. I lost a whole hour this morning. And then I just lost more time here because the guy didn't know how to do the delivery in their system. All right. What are we doing here? Where are we going? Parma, I think. Navigate. Is the map? Come on, map. Function. Damn apps. Oh, come on. Freaking shit won't even work. Come on. Start.
Head north towards Frick Road.
Yep, okay. Alright, got that going. Contact. Message.
future for everyone. Available where listeners
Sorry, I had the audio off. I'm an idiot.
If you're heading out east towards Estrabel,
You guys are supposed to tell me that. Somebody usually does.
As far as accidents go, we're still free of those, both on and off the highways. Off the highways in Richmond Heights, though Highland Road is closed between Georgetown Road and Trubisky. That is due to a broken water main.
Thank you, Jack. We've got cloudy skies this morning with some sunshine peeking through later this afternoon at 7:08. It's Morning Edition from NPR News. I'm Noel King in Washington, D.C.
Benjamin Martinez in Culver City, California. Experts say it's only a matter of time until the new Omicron variant emerges in the U.S. The Biden administration is preparing for the possibility that the current COVID vaccines may not fully protect against the new variant. And all this as the Delta variant continues to kill an average of 1,000 people per day in this country. NPR's Allison Aubrey is here. Allison, what's known so far about whether fully vaccinated people are protected against Omicron?
Yeah, good morning. Well, the thinking is that the vaccines would provide some protection as they have for other variants, but there's just not much data yet, only some initial reports. For instance, in Israel, there's very preliminary information reported there suggesting that fully vaccinated people infected with Omicron may have only mild illness. But, it's unclear, so vaccine makers are not waiting around. They're anticipating the need to alter their boosters to target Omicron. Now, yesterday, President Biden said hopefully this will not be needed, but he said his administration will do all it can to help.
So that we are prepared if needed. My team is already working with officials at Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson to develop contingency plans for vaccines or boosters if needed. And I will also direct the FDA and the CDC to use the fastest process available without cutting any corners for safety.
He says he would spare no effort to remove all roadblocks to keep people safe.
A lot of people have gotten their booster already, Allison. When will it be clear whether?
Hey, Baba, you really should follow me on Twitter at least, or Instagram. You missed Did you see the live stream of the fire truck that burned last night? I got good pictures when I got to see them tow it away.
Months or so to make a new shot.
Staying with boosters for a second, because the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention toughened its position recommending that all adults over 18 get that booster shot. Will this help Americans against Omicron?
I think that's the hope. The CDC had previously said everyone 18 up may get a booster. Now they're saying everyone should get a booster, just to emphasize the importance of protection against the virus. As a country, we are in better shape than a year ago. 70% of eligible people are vaccinated with at least one shot. There are treatments such as monoclonal antibodies for people infected with COVID, and FDA advisors will meet today to discuss Merck's new COVID pill. The company has said it's about 30% effective at preventing serious illness or death in people with COVID.
Leading up to Thanksgiving in the U.S., we've already seen a rise in cases from Delta. What can we expect over the coming weeks?
There is an expectation that significant spread will continue, particularly in the Northeast and Upper Midwest. Ali Makdad at the University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation told me he projects that we'll see waves in various parts of the country through January with about 100,000 cases a day.
We have states that are now going up, and we have states that are coming down. So having a rise at a different time, it will make all this surge to be leveled all the way to January.
So the big picture here is this rise that began before Thanksgiving will likely continue through the end of January. But of course, Omicron creates some uncertainty about current projections.
Sure does. NPR's Allison Aubrey. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, A.
We're going to turn now to Francis Collins, the director of the National Institutes of Health. Dr. Collins, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, glad to be with you.
Still lots of unanswered questions about the Omicron variant. What can you tell us?
Well, yes, right. There are unanswered questions, and they're going to be unanswered for a couple of weeks as people are pushing with maximum effort effort to try to identify some of those answers. We don't know, for instance, whether this particular variant causes illness that is more or less severe than previous versions of SARS-CoV-2. We do know that it's probably more contagious, at least in South Africa, than other variants because it spread so quickly. So that part seems clear. Although we don't know whether that would be the case if it was trying to get.
Wow, that pickup truck has some power, man. He hit the gas and he was gone, out of sight.
The main question, though, is this variant with its 50 plus mutations so different from the original that the vaccines that we have very, I think, effectively and rapidly developed won't work quite as strongly against it, and the boosters will provide a less benefit than they have against other variants.
You're optimistic, but would it be fair to say that that would be your biggest concern right now, considering what we don't know?
That is the biggest concern. Is this variant such a new virus that previous immunity from being infected or having the vaccine or the booster is not going to give the protection that we hope for?
Is the NIH operating under the assumption that Omicron is already in the U.S.?
I think we are. I think that's the natural expectation when you consider all the other countries, including our neighbors in Canada, that have already seen cases. It's just a matter of time. And I predict probably when that does happen in the next week or so, people will freak out again. But I don't know that we should be too surprised about it. This virus has proven itself multiple times to cross the globe quite stealthily, and then it pops up, and there it is. I think it was wise to try to slow that process down, as the president has done in terms of travel restrictions, but that's not going to be 100% effective.
So considering that, is the NIH doing anything differently now, or maybe preparing for something differently?
Well, we're flat out in terms of doing everything we can, working with our colleagues at CDC and FDA to prepare for whatever those answers are to the questions that are lingering out there. And we have a big role in getting those answers, especially in terms of the laboratory work. Let me just say right now, this is an international effort. We are fortunate.
One thing about delivering bags of mulch, unless you're in the worst neighborhood, you can just leave it. They don't need to wait for anybody. Alright. That's right, the stupid ramp. No turn. That's right.
Lives a day, and almost all of those are unvaccinated people. So if there's one more wake-up call that we needed, although I don't think we really needed one, maybe this is one more chance for folks who have been on the fence to say, okay, let's do this. So yeah, if there's some possible silver lining in the emergence of this new variant, maybe it's a chance for people who have not taken this seriously yet to decide to act. It's time to act.
One more thing, Doctor. I mean, real disparity right now with vaccine access, especially in African countries. And the Biden administration has been criticized for not delivering on its pledge to vaccinate the world. Are we leaving ourselves vulnerable to new variants like Omicron?
Actually, I think the U.S. has done more than any other country. We have already sent out 275 million doses, including a lot to Africa. All other countries together haven't done that much. Of course, I'm a person who believes strongly in global health. I wish we were further along and that we had higher vaccination rates. Interestingly, they have resistance there too. South Africa tells me they have enough doses. They're having trouble getting people to actually roll up their sleeves, just like we are here. That's a terrible tragedy that somehow, in the face of the worst pandemic in more than a century, the biggest resistance seems not to be science. It seems to be human behavior.
That's Dr. Francis Collins, Director of the National Institutes of Health. Dr. Thnx.
Thanks. Nice to talk to you, Eddie.
Lee Elder, the first black golfer to play in the Masters tournament, has died.
So yeah, as somebody put it yesterday, do you know anybody that really wanted polio back in the day? Because here you got people saying, it's okay. I'll get infected. It's fine. It is kind of insane. Just a little. There's a big Santa on top of that building. Big Santa. I haven't been on this street in years. Ugh. Turn the wheel. Turn the wheel.
In half a mile, your destination will be on the right.
Oh, there's alleys over here? I didn't think I knew that. Don't think I knew that. We are in wondrous Parma, Ohio, once the largest suburb in America with over 100,000. The home of the bungalow, the White Flight community from Cleveland. Okay, what are we at here?
Your destination is on the right.
Oh yeah, just hush. Here, I gotta find the right driveway now. Of course, I don't have my glasses now. I think I could have my glasses so I could read. Ugh, stupid idiot I am. Can't see a damn thing here. Ugh. Yep. I think they're all asleep. But they probably won't be when I back in. here. Super quiet mulch delivery. Super quiet secret mulch delivery. I think they're still sleeping. Oh, I'm bad. I didn't even notice the awning. Good thing I didn't hit the awning. All right, can we find another trip? No, most of them are gone. We're not near any of them. That's a good one. Right back to where we were. What the heck is 5 by 19 by 50 inches? I don't know. Probably a box. Let's see if we can go get that one. Got to make money today. Yesterday was terrible. If I get this next delivery, I'll have made almost as much as I did yesterday in 2 deliveries versus the 4 that I did yesterday morning with these guys. But that's the luck of the draw. Didn't really want to leave the car idle in her driveway, but if I start it up, it'll make a ton of noise. I should have been the ugly, bad delivery driver and left the 10 bags of mulch in front of her front door. There's a sign right on her front door. No deliveries here, no porch. What's in front of her front door? A freaking package. People can't read. People are lazy. Let's hope we get this trip. Oh, yes, you do. I disagree. People are just lazy. I watch these Amazon drivers some days. Some of them are so horrible. They walk up, they throw it on the porch, it falls off, and they just go back to their truck. Just sad. I'm sorry. I firmly believe you can do the job properly, even for Amazon. Well, the other day when I picked up at Walmart, the two gals who got my delivery, they were both Hispanic, and the one spoke and couldn't read any English. The other girl had to translate and tell her everything that they were doing. That's how desperate places are to hire people. That's pretty wild, even for Walmart. Oh, back on the highway. Come on, give me this trip. delivery app is, their system is so swamped. I had to make 15 or more phone calls to try to get through this morning. Luckily, I finally did. Because my phones are a disaster. Cameras don't work. Alright. My turn. Light change. I think I got this delivery. Where's the app at? Refresh the app. Oh, you bastards. Their system is so screwed up. Fuckers. Gave it to somebody else. Their app and my phone, I don't know what's messed up. They don't tell you you lost it like they used to. Fuckers. Fucking waste my time. There's no deliveries nearby. Jesus. I don't know if I can get that. Yeah, I could get that in the car. It's a long drive, though. Got to go to Brunswick and then down to Akron. Jesus. That's a long drive. It's a lot of driving for this car. This fuckers took another damn trip from me and not telling me again. Fucking bastards. This app of theirs is so fucked up. What a waste. Their system is obviously overwhelmed. Now I just got off the highway. What the hell am I doing? I don't know. Figure out if it's worth trying to drive somewhere. There's nothing close by. Jesus. Medina to Hinckley. Jesus, out in the middle of nowhere. Just no work here. It's all spread out. That's a 50-mile delivery in the wrong direction. All right, what is this delivery here? That's way out there. $15 miles, 25 miles. Let's try it again. I'm just gonna sit here now. Can't keep driving all over the place. There's not enough deliveries. Morning. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's Giving Tuesday, the last day of the month. Ugh. Stupid comments. I can't read them. It's not sticking, but I think yeah, a little bit of flurries, yeah. Yeah. What's the temperature? I don't even know. 36. Getting up to the 40s today. Whoa. 50s tomorrow. 40s the rest. 41 the rest of the week. A little warmer. This is still a long drive to make some money, though. Nothing out here. Oh, crap. I'm fucked. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Now I'm really fucked. I didn't cash out money yesterday because they charged me to cash out. And I was waiting to put more money together. And I forgot today's the day they send it to my bank account. So it may not come to my bank account for days. So I don't have access to any of that money. Fuck. Now I'm really screwed. Son of a bitch. I'm really screwed. I can't make that much money today. There's just almost no way. Son of a bitch. I'm screwed. What did that just say? What is that? This doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't tell me anything. That was last week. Man, I screwed myself. Son of a bitch. You know, I got this trip, a big deal. Jesus. I gotta drive all the way out there. Well, I gotta start driving. Maybe they'll answer the phone by the time I get there. Probably should get a coffee and something to eat. There's no Wendy's over here. Chewing up a lot of fuel too. Damn it. What is this guy doing? Driving extra cautiously slow. Got stuck at another light. What time is it? Be right back. Yeah, I screwed myself. Fucking shit. Gonna have to beg somebody for money today, then. Just can't imagine I could make that much today. And after all the struggle yesterday. Alright, now I gotta drive all over hell. Sandwich. Coffee. And I need to wrap this up so I could. Told you I'm going to be on hold all the way there if they don't screw up the call and drop me. Okay, get it wrapped up here. Where's the seatbelt? What's going on here? Grab the wrong half of the seatbelt. Where's the key? Sorry for the crummy music on hold, but I've got to keep listening. Pretty good sandwich. There's sourdough Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwich. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty healthy. Alright, I gotta get out of this damn drive. Come on, car. Get out of the way. So I can get out of here. This place is so busy. Come on, car. Get out of my way. Ow. Splashed your coffee. Hot coffee. Shocking. Hello? 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 Hi. Yeah, can you, hold on 1 second. We need to. All right. I think we got the trip started. Awesome. Oh, yeah. This is not where I'm thinking I'm going. Pay attention. This is not the normal place I'm thinking of going. I gotta go into the city. I think. Can't think. Oh, this stupid app doesn't work. It's my phone is the problem. Copy the address. Put it in here. Paste. Start. Oh, it's freaking hot in here. Where do I get off? Route 3. All right.
Which is famous for its shellfish. Pedro Gonçalves is the manager.
I went to business again.
Back to business again.
The people are not afraid to come out. The people start living again.
You and your staff still wear masks here.
Yes. It's the rule that we must respect.
This is how the Portuguese live with COVID. Jess Pritchard, a Londoner vacationing in Lisbon, did not expect extra vigilance in a country where more than 87% of the population is vaccinated.
I'm not surprised to see masks, but I am surprised that if we go into shops, they're a little bit militant in terms of like enforcing it.
The Portuguese are also accepting more restrictions going into effect tomorrow. These include requiring negative COVID tests for anyone going to bars, sports events, and retirement homes.
We understand that life is too good to lose.
This is Violante Rocha.
And I'm 80 years old. When we have something attacking us, we have to get shields. So I have the vaccine 1, the vaccine 2, and the vaccine 3. And I can tell you that yesterday we went to the theater and we used masks. Everyone had a mask. Life is going on, you know.
Rocha believes she's as protected as she can be against the new Omicron variant. Scientists agree, including Dr. Maria Manuel Mota of the Institute of Molecular Medicine in Lisbon. But Mota adds that early evidence suggests this new strain of coronavirus is highly transmissible.
This virus is here to stay, so even if you are vaccinated, you should be careful.
This vigilance with the pandemic has come at a price. COVID infected a tenth of Portugal's population and killed thousands until this summer, when the government tapped a high-ranking military officer to reboot its vaccination drive.
My name is Enrique Gouveia Email. I am a Vice Admiral of the Armed Forces. I appeared in my combat uniform, and the first thing I said on the TV is, we are at war, and this is a war against the virus. So, in what side you want to be? With the virus, because you are crazy, and you are helping the virus to spread. Or you are in our side, the community, to protect ourselves.
About the wave, I meet the Vice Admiral in his nautical-themed office. He's tall, gregarious, and really into Star Wars, at least when he's talking about vaccination.
I says, look, are you a Jedi, or are you the dark side of war? Be a Jedi to protect yourself, your family, and also all of us.
His team expanded vaccination centers and made them more efficient. When he visited, those in line applauded. Only once did he face protesters. He got in his face as TV cameras rolled.
And these guys shouting like crazy people. Murder, murder, genocide, killer, and these kind of things. And I said in a very calm way, I said, look, murder or killer is the virus, together with these crazy people.
The message worked. Millions of Portuguese were vaccinated in just a few weeks. The Vice Admiral is now a national hero. Maria Mota, the scientist, says the public was also reminded that vaccines helped eradicate previous outbreaks of diseases like polio.
The country was very poor until the 70s. We had a dictatorship. We still remember people that really were extremely affected by polio and died, and quite high child mortality, and vaccines came and they were protective.
Christine Bertel felt the protection when she visited Lisbon recently, traveling from her home in Austria, where cases have been surging.
It's nice to travel, to appreciate our privilege, and to not be in this strange bubble.
Bertel is a biochemist and she's vaccinated. She blames anti-vaxxers in rich nations for the current wave of infections in the EU.
They are neglecting history, just focusing on themselves. Maybe they are also cowards.
She says the EU now has millions of vaccines for people who won't take them. Mota, the Portuguese scientist, adds that those vaccines should go to nations that can't afford them to protect everybody.
So new strains will appear in places that people are not vaccinated. Okay, so it's like, of course, if you leave the rest of the world unvaccinated, this is going to happen.
Meanwhile, the new COVID strain is making life with the pandemic uncertain again. So the Portuguese are doing what they can, masking up and registering for booster shots. For NPR News.
Wow, that's some good reporting. Now, did you hear that 83-year-old woman? What's with everybody in this country? Wow. Just shows how crazy people are. was a good story. Have they done working on this? They've been redoing this road for forever. Looks like it's finished. Uh-oh, I dropped my bacon. Where's the bacon? Hey, John. Morning. Where do we turn up here? All right. Oh, that's a pretty pond. That's a pretty picture there. Oh, school bus. 2-lane road. Everybody stops. Right? Right. And he's all done. Someday maybe they'll have school buses to just scoop the kid up. They don't even have to stop, like the old mail bags on the trains. Dropping them off would be good too. Just hang them out the side of the bus, and you got a hook out in your pole in front of your house. Grabs the kid. That's efficiency.
There are kids as young as 5 or 6 involved in productions to do those cute little baby mice, little angels, lots of adorability factor.
And these kids are sharing, I would assume, all kinds of costumes or other things that typically in COVID you can't share.
Exactly. So now some companies are using smaller children, so ages 6 and up. For example, the Washington Ballet is one of them. But those kids under the age of 12 are wearing masks on stage as well as off. The parents are in charge of putting on their makeup and doing their hair before they even get to the theater, so that you don't have, kids lining up to get their makeup done by an artist backstage. And those kids also, in the case of the Washington Ballet, will need to present proof of a negative coronavirus test 72 hours before any performance in which they're dancing.
From a financial perspective, Sarah, how important was it for Nutcracker performances to happen this year?
I mean, it's extremely important. It's the production that makes everything else on the calendar possible, or helps make it possible. The ticket sales from the Nutcracker will help fund the more interesting but financially riskier programming of the rest of the company's season. And of course, all streams of revenue basically vanished for arts organizations last year. So putting on a very lucrative production was a top priority.
How do cast members, Sarah, feel about all these changes?
So every dancer I talked to was extremely excited just to be back on stage. Now, most dancers have had to do all of these rehearsals, which can stretch for weeks and weeks and weeks, in masks. That's generally still the case in ballet company headquarters, that everybody needs to be masked. And that's difficult. No one likes dancing in a mask. But for the most part, the dancers are just so eager to get back into that routine of dancing and giving themselves and their art to the public.
Thank
you so much.
Beautiful Medina, Ohio. Medina.
Traditional method is dropping it into boiling water.
Yeah, conventional wisdom is that that's the most hygienic way to cook them, and also that lobsters don't feel any pain. A new study from the UK says otherwise.
There's evidence that a lobster will carry on living for 2 to 3 minutes when it's dropped into a pan of boiling water, and that the nervous system response carries on very intensely during that time, just as it would with you or me or a cat or a dog or any animal dropped into a pan of boiling water.
That's Dr. Jonathan Birch, Associate Professor at the London School of Economics and Political Science. He led the study and looked at a whole range of mollusks and crustacea to see if they were sentient. In other words, if they were animals that could feel sensation.
And it wasn't just lobsters. They looked at octopi, squid, crabs, even shrimp, and it turns out all of them can feel.
We drew on over 300 scientific studies looking at various different types of evidence, with a particular focus on evidence for pain. Not because pain is all that matters. In fact, all feelings matter, including feelings of pleasure, joy, and so on. But pain has been the most studied because it does have this special significance for animal welfare.
Birch and his team recommended more humane ways of dealing with these creatures, from the catching to the cooking, things like specialized knife techniques.
And this whole thing has prompted the British government to include them in an animal welfare bill that could mean changes to the laws in the future.
I don't expect anything to happen quickly in this area, but I think if we start a conversation now, if we draw this line in the sand that says, from now on we're going to think of these animals as sentient beings, that then starts a conversation about what that means and what it is to treat these animals humanely. And that's the conversation we wanted the report to start.
Birch hopes this move alters.
All right. Let's get this delivery. No, I called. Oh, all good. Thank you. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, it's the holiday Dunkin' coffee cup. That's important, you know. Have a holiday coffee cup, right? Oh. All right, do that. Oh, no. Make sure before we lift them up. Where's the tape here? We should have 12 of them. Well, let's just try to see if we can grab on the side like a coffin. Room. Let's see, they should fit. Ooh. Packaging, they're wider than they said. Just. That's one. Not tweaking it, really. Nope. Find out. That was a mover. Years ago, so hold on, I'm gonna have to get that strap. Yeah. That one's gone. Oops, that one. Damn, it's a strap. You're shorter than me. Get them out of the way, trick. almost hung up. We're hearing something? A little bit there. I think it's clear. Good. There'd be somebody there to get it out. That's not an easy one in my house. Boy, that just fit. Not really.
Was hit hard by the first COVID wave, and now officials there are bracing for this latest nerve-wracking chapter of the pandemic. I spoke with NPR's Brian Mann earlier, and I first asked him why New York Governor Kathy Hochul has already declared a state of emergency. Well, so far this is all about the Delta variant. Even without Omicron being here, New York is facing this really dangerous winter surge. It's expected to grow through the holidays. And this comes at a time when, for economic reasons and staffing reasons, the number of available hospital beds has actually declined quite a bit. And there are already about 36 hospitals statewide where officials say capacity is a concern. So right now, the biggest step Governor Hochul's team is taking as part of that emergency order is helping manage hospital beds, making sure there's enough ICU capacity. One measure already on the table, again, Hochul warned.
Great. Of course, they never answer the phone. Of course, the voicemail is completely full. Oh, come on, car. Oh, she answered. That's good. Okay, see you soon. Thank you. All right. Navigate. You know how many times a day my thumb has to touch my phone? This is ridiculous. All right. Search. Nice big house. Looks like at least a big garage.
Head north toward Grande Boulevard.
All right, go back the way we came. All right. A lot of driving for this delivery, but it's the only thing I could get.
Turn right onto Grande Boulevard.
pissed I screwed up on that damn money. Fuck.
Dora started cooking. She put a sign out front that said, "Soup is on here," and started feeding stranded travelers.
I had people come by. They brought me some deer and some moose meat because they had been trapped here after their hunting trip.
Hope was cut off for days. Helicopters, boats, and small planes brought in food and took out people with medical conditions. Those first rains also temporarily cut all major road and rail routes connecting the city of Vancouver and Canada's largest port to the rest of the country. Some repairs will take into next year. This all comes just months after a heat dome blamed for hundreds of deaths hit British Columbia. Forestry researcher Peter Wood says the heat and fire season have likely made water volumes coming down the mountains now worse.
Intense fire, it can actually kind of cook the soil and bakes it kind of hard. So you can imagine following a fire, a big flood like this comes along, and it just runs right off of it.
Wood recently authored a report for the Sierra Club on how clear-cut logging by British Columbia's big lumber industry also contributes to environmental hazards.
The forestry alone causes a landscape to be more fire-prone and more flood-prone. But you combine that with climate change, which in itself is going to make things more extreme. And it's like extreme times extreme.
The federal government has pledged funding to build more climate-resilient infrastructure. But last week, Canada's Independent Environment Commissioner called the government's continued support of oil and gas production incoherent with its stance on climate change. Meanwhile, climate change's impacts are inescapable in British Columbia. Chris Vecchius has come to fill sandbags in Abbotsford.
We had fire that razed the town this year. There was a tornado in Vancouver. There's mass flooding in Abbotsford. There's mass flooding up north.
He wants to see the government improve flood protections, but also take steps to reduce Canada's.
Yeah, if you haven't seen how bad the flooding is up there in British Columbia, go look at some YouTube video. They lost major roads, major bridges, just sliced them out of the way. The country up there is totally messed up for months and months and months. You will not have a way to get from A to B. Pretty devastating stuff to take out major freeways. All right. There's another nice pond. Fire station? Where's the fire station? See a sign. Oh, back there, I guess. Yes, the famous AT&T long line underground vaults. This is one of them back here. Nuclear hardened to protect critical telephone infrastructure built decades and decades ago. Rooms down there where, as a technician, you might work on something only once, so you could never come back and do anything again. That's how you do it. Keep people from learning too much. Can be a problem sometimes because you don't have people that know what's going on, but what's the speed limit here? Speed limit is faster. Putting a traffic light in here. It's this guy with the flashing lights. ODOT. They made this intersection here really big because of all the traffic. Turn lanes, through lanes. Everything to try to keep the world moving, right? Put more lanes in. Oh. Oh, I see. We gotta turn. Hinkley Township. Another new house going up. Nice place to live. guy's got quite the estate there. Wow. Fully fenced. Wow. He's got money. A lot of money. His garage was bigger than the house. And the house is big. Oh, which way to go? Take the scenic route. Stop sign.
This morning, minus 415 points for the Dow future. That's 1.2%. The S&P future is down 1%. The Nasdaq future is down 0.6% now. Investors appear to be rattled by comments from the chief executive of COVID vaccine maker Moderna. Marketplace's Nova Safo is here with more on this. Hey, David, those comments published by Financial Times newspaper, Moderna's CEO, Stefan Bancel, warning that we're likely to see, in his words, a material drop in the effectiveness of current COVID vaccines against the new Omicron variant. Now, we also heard this yesterday from both Pfizer and Moderna, that the likelihood is current vaccines won't be as effective against Omicron as they've been against other variants like Delta. But those...
I've driven this stretch of road quite a bunch of years. Really got to clean this car. It's a freaking disaster. Can't find anything. And I know it's in here. Another big new house. I think I know where we're gonna turn up here. I think I know. Yep, down here in the valley. Yep. this road I've driven a billion times, but this road and the one I was just on haven't really been on that much. All right. Used to do a lot of work at one really, well, 3 big houses out here. No, I'm just a minute away. I don't get lost. Which side of the road? Left side, I think. Can't see the addresses because the snow is all over the mailbox. That was useless. Oh, maybe it's on the right. No, it's on the left. Yeah. All right, which driveway?
Your destination is on the left.
All right, we're here. Morning. I'm it. Oh, we got some tree guys up there. That's scary stuff. I respect trees. That's these things. That's what I hate about going to get some larger items. Actual dimensions.
Yeah.
They don't always.
So
So what is it? I was expecting Home Depot. Like, how did they con you into this? How does this work?
No, I work for a national delivery company.
Oh, okay.
And they contract with Home Depot, with Walmart, AutoZone, Bed Bath and Beyond, all these national accounts.
Cool.
Pharmacy stuff too, mostly from these really big pharmacies that you don't know that exist.
That give stuff to all
to nursing homes.
Okay.
I watch a lot of it.
Well, that tree can fall and hit the lines, and I had them out 2 different times. We just bought this house, and they were like, "Yeah, we're betting on it just continuing to fall in pieces, so it's your problem, not ours." And I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? I'll take out all my neighbor's power." Yep. Like, no.
Yeah, they don't come on property typically for anything. It's all.
Well, it's just so big, you know, it's so big. Yeah, and it's leaning that way. Yeah, it's gonna hit that freaking pole, and it's gonna break the pole because it's right there.
Too.
Right, and all my neighbors, and like, I'm not doing that to my neighbors. I just moved in.
Is that their truck, or do they have another truck?
That's their truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're leaving the wood for us.
I've seen some pretty scary dudes come and do tree work, and totally don't know what they're doing. This one guy, he had a tree during the storm a few months back. A friend of mine fell across one of his rentals. So he found some local yoho on the near west side, and it's a good-sized tree down here by the ground. And it's laying up on. He's doing it the right way, though.
Yeah, he is. They're a landscape company.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Well, and the tree's tied off, but oh god.
Still, when you have a tree smack like that, you worry about. I mean, look at all the bark that just fell off. You worry about it shaking the tree too much, and I live stream, so I'd be videoing this.
Right. Oh god.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get this out here. Yeah, all they give us is dimensions, so let's go on the side, like a casket over here. Okay. They're not that heavy. All right. It's all uphill.
Yeah. Our house has elevation changes.
What it's like when it rains here.
We have drainage all around the house.
I see it slopes away from the door here.
But we have under.
Oh, there's a trench
covered in
drain
leaves.
here.
Yeah, but there's drains here. There's drains in front of the house. It all goes into that ravine.
Well,
thank goodness.
Yeah, because otherwise.
There. Too bad.
Yeah, because all they do is give us dimensions, and the dimensions are never right.
Well, yeah, because there's all that carpet too, right?
Right.
It tells you the actual window and not the whole.
Right.
Thing.
You know, but I was a mover. If there's enough room, I'll get it.
Okay. So it's like Instacart for everything.
Yeah. Guys are taking down a tree over there. You see the guy at the top of the tree? Like 50 feet up. Yeah, 40 feet at least. It's a dead tree and he's taking it down slowly. Tricky work. Don't mess with trees unless you know what you're doing. You'll get hurt. All right, is there any work out here? I need more work. That's way down there. That's useless. Oh, you stupid app. That's useless. That's useless. There's a good one, but that's way out on the east side. Jeez. Oh, 1,000 pounds. I cannot carry 1,000 pounds. Shoot. It's probably roofing shingles. Dang. Can't do 1,000 pounds. It's a little much for this car. There's nothing out here now. Shoot. That's useless. Wadsworth to Litchfield. That's way out of the way. He's got 2 more big ones up there. Then he can start coming down. Unless he's going to try and take that whole thing. That's going to really shake that tree, boy. When that thing swings. Gotta know what you're doing if you're up there climbing. That's that one. I can't do that one. That's useless. He's got most of the stuff cleared out of the way now. How much is he going to take off? All right. There's nothing out here to deliver, damn it. Where am I at? How do I want to get back to the city? Now that I'm screwed up out here. Where am I at? Where the heck am I at? That doesn't make sense. I go up there to there. Go. There's no way to get across to the highway, is there? Jeez, I guess it would be better to just go back. Dang it. That's no good. That's too far. That's useless. Shoot. Oh, man. All right. Traffic, no traffic. I'm going the wrong way. I don't even know where this goes. No outlet. That's why. It's a dead end. Nice 87-acre farm for sale. Just bring millions. Downtown Hinckley, Ohio. Hey, Kathy. Morning. Got 2 deliveries in. Had to drive all over Creation. Now there's no deliveries. Stop over a business I used to do a lot of work for. See if the owner's there. He tried calling me months ago, and I never got back into him. Haven't been to this place in years. Quite a few years. I put a lot of time in this building. All for what? Oh wait, I need to turn here. Don't I? Yeah, not thinking. here. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. Doesn't look like he's here. Oh my
moratorium ended, we have seen an uptick in calls for help and services. So at Laura's Home, we provide help for women and children who are in crisis.
Any deliveries? Where am I at?
We have three pillars that we talk about.
What's that delivery?
Help is providing those basic needs for every individual that comes to our doors. A heart,
Jesus, that's no good.
The core of our program. Women, single women, and then women with children are engaged in a program that is ongoing for 9 to 12
That's
months.
no money.
Because we know that homelessness is a
That's no money.
issue.
That's no money.
Women, our children, all of them have experienced some type of trauma. Being homeless is traumatic. And so our last pillar is home, where we are working with those individuals, families, to get them into stable housing and stable
That's no
income.
money.
Thank you. Listeners, we want you to chime in to 216-578-0903. What are you thinking about and giving to this year?
Maybe I'll take that one. I don't know.
For a $30,000 playground. Now, a lot of people might think, well, that's
$11.
You see this as a need. Why?
Oh, this is huge. As I mentioned, the children are experiencing trauma, and we want to have the opportunity for each child to enjoy play like any other child would. Just because you're in crisis or staying at a women's crisis center doesn't mean that you don't need that opportunity to get outside to play. What I really love about this playground is it is inclusive for all children. So whether it's a child who has some disabilities or in a wheelchair or on the spectrum of autism, we have uniquely chosen this playground to be able to meet the needs of every child in the community.
As I asked Timiana, Giving Tuesday, big day for your organization in terms of funding. What percentage of this budget you have came in on this day in years past?
This is a huge day for the city mission. Giving Tuesday, last year we raised about, I think, $80,000. And this is, we are completely funded by donors and foundations. We don't take any government funding, so we are relying on individuals and people with big hearts to care for Cleveland and especially the women and children who are in our community that are experiencing a crisis.
Thank you. And of course, we're going to have the connection.
Yes, people, clean your windows, front and rear.
Move on to John. As we mentioned, the arts community was really hard hit during the pandemic. Nearly all musicians were unable to work, but venues certainly felt the pain. When Panza Foundation started, I'm sure you didn't think there was going to be a global crisis. You'd have to target the community so specifically.
No, we did not. That's for sure.
So why did you decide, let's not do the artist this year, let's do the Beachland Golf, let's do the Happy Dog?
Yeah, so I think, obviously our mission is focused on supporting local independent underground bands. And when it's the metaphor I've used is that if there's no pond, the fish can't swim. So we contacted, we decided as an organization that we would move to supporting some local venues, and we chose 4 venues that we felt, these are ones that support us and ones that we feel that our bands prefer. So we decided in 2021 that the time had come to do something different. And yeah, we reached out to them, and frankly, they needed it. It was especially our funding, which comes through earlier in the year. That was when things were looking pretty grim from the government, kind of dragging its feet on getting money out to their organizations.
I imagine the gratitude was huge.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we've worked with these organizations in other ways before, but they usually were generous to us. Now it was our turn to kind of give back. So.
I don't know who that is. All right. Doggone it. Not taking that delivery. It's a long way for nothing. $30 miles, $14. What's that? That's nothing. I don't know which way to drive here. All the way to... I don't know. Screw it. up there. Oh, come on, car, turn around. Where's that tool place? That's down there. Let's see, I need the map. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see what we got on this map here. Tri-County. Akron. Bonson, he's way over there. Doggone it. I was over there. Kinda. I'm going to hang up, folks. I'll talk to you later. If you want to help me out, you know how. It's in the title. I got to find a way to get money. Ciao.